Hey, you guys, welcome in. I'm just hanging out. That's really what I'm doing. I'm just vibing. It's Sunday.
Black Friday sale. www.getbaked.com. BAEKED. The scissors, I just really don't know what they are. Okay, well, I will work with whatever magic I got. My fingers. Cut the heat. These got my feet. I think we can say something. I didn't know it was going to be. I'm just dealing with it. It's up to you, girl. What's your favorite flavor? Personally, I don't really like weird flavor things, but I wanted to have a flavor for those people who do not.
Hey, Ray Bay. Oh my gosh. Hey, girl. I'm just hanging out on my computer right now. You said, OMG, miss you so much. How are you? I miss you too. I miss you so much. Look, I feel like my lives are the best when I just get on live. Because, I already told you, I'm like, I want to go live. But then it's like, my hair wasn't done. I wasn't done with my hair yet. And I just didn't even go live that day. And it's like, I just need to get on. Like, when I'm feeling it, I just need to get on here and, like, hang out with you. It's been so long. I have not been on here. But you know what? There's no time like the present, I've really just been moving into my place right now. Like, I'm, like, getting really settled in. And now I'm finally feeling like I'm at a place where I'm just ready to be back. I'm ready to be on YouTube with my YouTube fam. Yeah. Ray Bay, how are you? Like, I know, I'm just like, it's been a long time. That's so true. It really has been a long time. But life has just been, happening in so many, it's just been continuing. And it's like, so many changes have been happening in a great way. These are like changes that I prayed for, and like now that I'm living it is like, wow. You said I struggle with going live too. I neglected my channel. I think the reality is that like you're gonna go live, and then sometimes you're gonna be able to go live more often than others. Sometimes you're gonna be able to upload more often than others, and like that's okay. Like, I feel like even though we haven't been active on YouTube, it's like it's not even about neglecting your channel. It's just that your channel has been exactly what is, meant to be, what it can be in your life right now. And then your channel sometimes gonna be more active, sometimes less active, but we're always gonna come back. I think that's what matters. I met a man and not the crazy Asian elbow. So that's what happened. He was taking your time. Hola, and Elena, welcome in. Bienvenido. You guys, look at this scarf I got today. Yeah, I got this scarf today. Ooh, look at this scarf. Let me see. Today I was celebrating my friend's birthday, and so we were in Chinatown in San Francisco. Ooh, look at this. This is nice. Ooh, this is nice. I feel like when it's raining, I can like put it over my hair. You said it's pretty. Thank you. ¿Qué onda? Bienvenido. Look, so I feel like I could go like this. Let me see. That looks a little crazy, but like, I think I can work. I don't know. I think I can fix it. I think this is okay. Like when it's raining outside, I feel like I can make it work. Like depending on what I'm wearing, I feel like I can make that work. Super cute. And it's warm. Let me see. But yeah. I've really just been, setting up my home and like getting used to being in America, getting used to working in America again, getting used to working a job. These are all things that have taken time to get used to. You said your skin is top tier. Thank you, girl. Look, I'm telling you, that's like all I've had time for is clocking into the job because that's an adjustment. Having to go to work 5 days a week, that is an adjustment. And so, and also just being here in this US. And so I've just been going to work and then really just pouring into myself. That's what I have enough time for. So like exercising and just eating right and really just being patient with myself during this transition back into the US. And then also just like planning, you know, with intention, you know, what moving forward, what my intentions are, and also just like slowing down and like praying so that I can like get that answer too, like so I can get that answer from the Lord, like, you know. So like being in the US, it's so easy to lose sight of what your goals are, or like, you know, it's easy to lose sight on what matters to you, because the US is just the world in general. The internet is always going to, you know, promote what they want you to think about. The world is always going to do that. They're always going to try and tell you what to think about and what your opinion should be. And it's like,
not for your complaints.
no, you got to be so intentional about just living your life. I feel like living your life authentically requires you to intentionally disconnect from what the world wants to tell you to focus on. I think that's exactly it. Yeah, that's exactly it. But yeah, I've also just been preparing for my videos. I need to get some videos out, and look, I think it's time. Like, I'm so excited. I've been working on my desk. My desk is coming together. Right here I have my computer.
They saying grape is not even that nasty because it's not.
And I'm actually just over here watching. I'm on YouTube Live myself.
Now, a grape edible will be disgusting.
But this is the life that was yesterday. But yeah, I'm so sad. Like, my camera that I want to start recording on, because this camera is really good for like in the house, the screen went out. I'm gonna have to replace it already. I'm gonna have to replace this. Girl, you said I'm gonna have to marry this one. LOL, he's perfect. I'll send you this one for real. LOL, what? Are you serious? I have never heard you say that ever before. So if you say that, I think it's for a reason. That's crazy. I was not expecting you to say that. That's so beautiful. Look, now I'm gonna need it to happen. I'm gonna need it to happen. You're with him now, girl. You gotta catch up. What? Oh my gosh. I love this. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness. I love that. I love that. Okay, I understand why you've been MIA for a second. Okay, you gotta live your life. I'm telling you, you gotta adjust. Like, even experiencing that, it's like you have to adjust to that. Like, I don't know. I feel like life is just a constant experience of. It's just like a constant experience of like growing and experiencing new and adapting to that new reality that you live in. It's like life is just constantly you growing into a new chapter. You know, I think depending on the life you live, even if you stayed in the same city, it's like you're still gonna adapt to new experiences, like new fuller versions of yourself, you know? And so sometimes you just look up and you're just like, you know what I mean? All I've been able to do is go to work, feed myself, you know, take care of my home. I feel like that's what living really is for real. Like, I feel like living is what life is really supposed to be like. And then media just makes it seem like you're supposed to be doing some grand, you're supposed to be like creating this grand memory or moment that you don't do every day. But it's like every day, if you did that, these grand things that you don't do every day, that would just be like, that doesn't even sound fulfilling. That sounds like confusing, you know? I feel like the things that really make life enjoyable are the things you do every day. When you enjoy what you do every day, you're living a life that you enjoy. Like, the little things, like cooking foods that you like, foods that make your body feel good, like feeling healthy and good in your body. Like that sounds nice. Like that is a nice experience. Girl, you said, girl, same. I'm in a transition of work because I hate my job. It's killing me. Look, if you want to go there, okay, work is not my favorite. Like, I'm not passionate about work. I'm passionate about living my life. Like, I've really been able to, like, zone in to be able to articulate, like, yeah, work is not what I'm passionate about. I'm not passionate about this job that requires me to focus 8 hours, if not more, on this job. What I'm passionate about is living my life outside of the constraints of this social structure. Like genuinely and authentically living my life, fulfilled in a way where I feel fulfilled and happy. Like I'm really doing my part to give to my community and also doing my part to really nourish myself and be fulfilled and happy. That's what I'm passionate about. And so I feel like, I don't know, I feel like no matter the job you have in the US, you're going to get to a point where it's more of the same thing. It's like at the end of the day, it's all a corporate America. That's what it is. And corporate America is just, even if you're working in your field that you've always wanted to, a field that you're passionate about, it's like by the time you do it, by the time you're actually doing the job through the, you know, hand of corporate America, is not doing the job is nothing like what you're actually passionate about. Like that's just how corporate America is. And so I feel like it's our responsibility to like really navigate corporate America in a way where again we don't lose sight of what we're really passionate about for real. Like you don't want to lose sight about the things you're really passionate about, because that is exactly what corporate America wants to do. Because when you are doing what you're really passionate about, that doesn't go with corporate America and what corporate America wants you to do. So like I said, you choose your or whatever your passion is. Passions are something you're just blessed with. And it's like the way corporate America wants you to fulfill that, actually execute that, it's not going to look like the way that it is in your heart. So yeah, corporate America is going to want you to think about other things. But yeah, I feel like these past couple of months I've just been settling in and like creating a space where I can zone in and focus on my goals and like focus on like my passions. And so I feel like I finally have done that. And so, and then also I feel like life has been changing so much. So being able to even zone in and like go live and like create videos, I feel like I needed to adjust to where I am in life first to be able to do that again. Yeah, that's really what it's been feeling like. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like after living abroad is like being back in California. I'm just like, I am grateful to be here and I do like being here, but it doesn't feel like this is where I see myself really settling down. Like, I don't know, not in San Francisco. Like, I'm in San Francisco right now and I'm just like, I do not see myself just settling down in San Francisco forever. That's definitely a no. But I do see myself being here right now and like, I feel like I'm having a great experience being here. And I know that this is exactly where I'm meant to be right now. But forever, definitely not. But I am grateful for the opportunities I have here. You said, girl, tell me why Taco Bell brought back the empanadas. I'm over here literally screaming. Girl, are you at Taco Bell right now? Are you at Taco Bell or are you on TikTok? Because I know TikTok will give you all the details. That's hilarious. Empanadas. I don't think, have I had an empanada from Taco Bell? And now I feel like I need an empanada. Like, now I want one. Look, I'm gonna have to get one next time I go. I'm like, don't make me look up. Look, let me just look at it on TikTok, because TikTok will show you. It'll show you everything. Hey, Anthony, thanks for coming in. Thanks for tuning in all the way from Florida. Look, I'm here in San Francisco. I know I was doing good for a while. I was going live. I was bringing in lives. You know, they were coming through. But yeah, I had to take a I have to give myself grace, and like I've just been adjusting to all of the changes I've been experiencing. And it was just, I don't know, it's like even though I wanted to go live, it's just like I couldn't do it. It's like I had to zone in and just adjust to where life is. You said you remember I'm in Florida? Yeah, I definitely remember that. You told me you live in Florida like while I was living here in San Francisco. It wasn't that long ago. I'm telling you, I feel like when I go live, that's what I like about the lives, is because like I actually talk to you guys, and so it's like I actually get to know you guys too. And just like that, you said hello, Ray Bay. Exactly. And then I feel like in the lives, you guys are able to like get to know each other too. So like lives are where it's at. But yeah, my life it feels good. I am grateful for where I am in life now, but it's been an adjustment, and that's okay. Yeah, I need to show you guys like a tour of like my place. I think, oh yeah, I had came on live and I showed you guys me setting it up. I had showed you setting up my desk. That's right. So now I have my desk set up. I have my computer. I have like my chair, and then I got like these little dresser. It's like a little tiny one for like my stuff in my desk. Oh my gosh, that's so right. I also on live setting up this desk. I love that. My place has come together so good. I was just thinking about it yesterday. Like I was like sitting at my desk and like moving it around and whatnot. And then I was just thinking like, wow, my place has really come so far. Like, I don't know. It's time for me to start bringing the content. It's time for me to start bringing the content back. I feel like bringing the content back is when I'm taking pictures often. I have to take pictures often. Because I feel like when you make, what I notice, at least for myself, when I make videos, when I have a good thumbnail, then people actually watch the video. And like I actually am able to connect with people. You said you have a well-equipped studio. I know, it's so cute. I feel like my studio is really coming together. Like I was really noticing it yesterday. I was just like, wait a minute. I was like, the time is now. The time is now for me to start turning on my cameras and just start interacting and engaging with you guys again. Like, it's the time. And that felt so good to even realize, like, okay, I think it really is time. But yeah, it feels good to be able to say that. Because I'm going to be honest, I feel like going to work 5 days a week has been such an adjustment for me. Because many days I get off of work and I'll like want to go live. But it's like by the time I go to the gym, take a shower, eat food, then it's like it'll be sometime between like 8 o'clock and like 9 o'clock or 9:30 if I go slow. And then I'll be like just not having the energy to go live or create content. But it's like I have to make creating content a priority because that's what it is. Because otherwise it's just going to be more of the same thing. I'm going to keep going to work and I'm going to keep not creating content, and then it's just going to stay more of the same. Like if I want to change things, I'm going to have to make that sacrifice. Yeah, it really is a great time to make content. Everything about this place, I don't know. I feel like I, had this vision in my head of like what my place was going to look like and how it would be perfect for creating content. But then I've just been in the process of doing that. And then it's like it wasn't really hitting me like, hey, like remember why you're creating this, Even though I did remember, it's like I don't know, I feel like I just looked up and like, wait a minute, I'm actually there. Wait a minute. This is so nice. Because even right here, like I need to show you guys like on both sides. So like here I have my camera set up, and then I'm also gonna have my phone set up right here. Let me see, like right here. Yeah, so it's like I'm gonna have my phone set up here, and then also sometimes when I go live, I'll have it set up here. I feel like I always do this when I go live. I'm always like moving my camera around. Whoa, this is nice too. Hold on, let me set it up. Oh no, I hope you guys can still hear me because I really hope I didn't knock out the sound. Let me know if I knocked out the sound. San Junepro, you said, hey, I just want to say thank you for your Buenos Aires videos. It helped me when I stayed there 6 months. For 6 months? Oh my gosh, I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you for even coming back and like talking to me and letting me know that. Like, that just inspires me to keep going. Thank you so much. I'm so glad I was able to help. Yeah, I'm excited to, you know, watch my channel continue to grow as it like changes with the fact that I'm in the US again now. Now I'm in San Francisco. But yeah, so sometimes when I want to create content, I'm gonna also sit this way. I feel like this is throwing it off right here. But yeah, my tripod. I'm just in. But yeah, see, look, this is a nice view too. This is a nice view. Yeah, as I said, I have different setups. Still see you, yeah. Let me see. Yeah, you still see me? No, before, one time I was on live and then I knocked out the audio one time and then I had to end the live and come back and then that was the whole thing. But I'm glad I didn't knock out my audio this time. But yeah, this is nice too. I'll probably go like this. Right here. But yeah, look at that. But I do like this one. I'm gonna bring it back to where I had it. There you go.
My mom says that all the time.
There you go. Yeah, this is better. Oh my gosh, I love that. See, so this has been my goal, is just to be able to like have my setup and then just sit down and just hit record, or like have my setup and then just sit down and record. Yeah, or go live. Oh no, did my thing just die? My light? Let me see. I feel like it looks totally fine without the light too, to be honest. I feel like I don't even need the light. Let me see. How it looks with the light again. Yeah, I feel like if it goes off again, then I'll just leave it off. Oh, yeah, that's fine. But this light is pretty good. I think this is fine. But yeah, like tomorrow is just gonna be more of the same thing. Tomorrow I'm gonna go to work and I'm gonna get off and then I'm gonna go to the gym and then I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna have dinner, take my shower, and then it's probably gonna be like 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock. See, I just feel like what I want is, what I'm working towards is working from home, because that is really what's gonna make all the difference. Because then I can be at my desk, and then I can even make content while, you know, I can like interlace it into like when I'm working too. I could be going live, you know, like. But yeah, so that's really the transition phase I'm in right now, you guys. That's why I haven't really been creating content, simply because I'm working in person as opposed to like working from my house. That's what I really want. That's what I'm gonna transfer to. I just had to get my foot in the door. You said yes, it looks great without the light. Yeah, I feel like without the light, then it's a lot more natural lighting. But I feel like, see, it's like a shadow on this side of my face over there, but I think that's fine. Yeah, so I'm just gonna leave it like this. You said it's skin glow for me? Yes, look. One thing I'm gonna do is, I think that I'm gonna drink my water. But also I feel like, you know, taking care of your skin is like correlated to like how stressed you are, or like the way you manage your stress. That's gonna, you know, have a huge impact on your skin. And then also just like the way you eat too, like the way you eat has a huge impact on it as well. Oh yeah, you said, did I ever take a video of those taxi cars? Did you ever take a video of those taxi cars you were telling us about? Look, I was just talking about those taxi cars today. It's literally gotten worse. It has not gotten better. I have not taken a video of it. I need to take a video of it because the longer I've lived here, the more concerned I am. Like, it's not even okay. Like, today my friend was celebrating her birthday, and so she had like a group of friends out here. And I was like telling him, like, oh, you know, because they were talking about the taxi cars. And I was just saying how, like, oh, yeah, the taxi cars, there's too many of them out here. It's a little crazy. Oh, you know what happened? Her husband said, oh, he feels like there's more cameras out here in San Francisco than he remembers. And I was just saying how, yeah, San Francisco was definitely a surveillance state. Waymo, something like that. Yeah, it's Waymo. You just said it, WAYMO.
Like, okay,
Those Waymo cars are so scary. Like, they're just, there is more to it than it being, because Waymo is supposed to be a driverless Uber. That's what it is. It's a driverless Uber. But there's more to it, because the difference is that a Uber is a regular car. These Waymos have cameras on every angle of the car, multiple cameras, video cameras and photography cameras on every angle of the car. Is so creepy. And I legitimately see like 20, I see like more than 20 a day. I don't know. I don't have a car, so I'm outside. Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm outside. See, look, now you got me going off talking about this, talking about these rainbows, because it's concerning. Like, it's very concerning because they see you. There's just so many on the street. So if you are outside, you're guaranteed to see, like, someone will see like 4, 5, 6 within 5 minutes. That's crazy. And they're just recording you. You said San Francisco is a high technology area. Yeah, it is a high technology area, and it has its pros and it definitely has its cons. Like, I feel like privacy is a big sacrifice with technology because there really isn't a good boundary on progression and like what to protect when it comes to technology. And then also I feel like technology is fake, so more technology makes people less human. It makes like our human interactions and just like our humanness, it starts to eat away at that. People become more like shells of themselves when like you're in your community. You said, I was watching your YouTube video shorts, was those pineapples in Mexico taste a lot better in than the US, or about the same? Oh yeah, definitely. Fruits abroad taste so much sweeter. Like the pineapples, so much sweeter, so much better. Just like I think that, I know that depending on like different countries, you know, you could have a pineapple and it could be a little bit different, but I feel like it could be a different species of a pineapple or different species of an orange and stuff like that. But Mexico is so close to, especially where I am, since I'm in California, Mexico is so close that a lot of the vegetables will be like the same. Or like some Mexico produce are sold here in the US. But like also in the US, especially the stuff that's produced in the US, like no, it's not as sweet. It's like fake. And that's actually one thing I noticed when I was traveling, is how I feel like the more I traveled, the more I saw how as people we're a lot more the same than we are different. Like we all just wake up to the same moon, wake up to the same sun. We all eat, you know what I'm saying? We all need water. We all like need community. We all need time to ourselves. We all need to feel safe. It's like we're all just experiencing the same day together, just all over the world. But we're like all experiencing it at the same time, even though it feels separate. And like food is something that I feel like brings us together, because like food, we all really eat the same foods. Like we all have like rice, potatoes, salt, pepper, you know, onions, like the basis of food. We're all eating the same ingredients. It's just that the way we prepare them is different. And like what we use to celebrate, like what we use food to celebrate might be a little different. Like we all celebrate birthdays, or we have our own different holidays, but we're like all eating the same food. Yeah, you said, you know, it's expensive. Yeah, it's so expensive. I'm sure food is better in other countries. They put chemicals in so much here. Yeah, you know, I feel like the food here is just not real. Like when you really go to the grocery store and look at the food, it's not real food. It's like food is not supposed to be perfect. When you go to a store, food is not supposed to be set up perfectly. And like everything is just so picture perfect, because that's the thing about life, is that life is not picture perfect. Like our food should not look perfect. I don't know. I feel like all of this is fake. Like I just walk around And I'm just like, all of these buildings are just, everything is so, it's too structured. It's just not real. That's why California, it makes some of the most money in the world, but it's one of the, you know, this city is in so much debt. This state is in so much debt. And it's like, now that I've left and come back, I'm just like able to see how like what we have created here is fake. Like this isn't a sustainable society. These skyscrapers and these buildings and perfectly cut grass and like just overly perfect. Life is not meant to be this overly perfect. That's why it's costing so much money to try and maintain this, because it's not maintainable. It's not maintainable to try and keep things so perfect all the time. Like, it's exhausting to even try to do that. You said, Christy, how many countries did you go to? I remember some of them, but you were on the road a long time. I know, I was on the road a long time, and to be honest with you, I'm trying to go back. Like, I think life is going to have different chapters, and I would like to have, you know, that not be my last time living abroad for an extended amount of time. What I would like to do is take my job with me this time, and not just take my 9-to-5 job with me. What I would like to do is also diversify my income, where I'm not just, you know, relying on clocking in and out, because that's the whole thing, having to tune in your brain power into something that's outside of yourself that you really regularly wouldn't spend your time thinking about. Like, that takes a toll on you. So I wouldn't mind working a 9-to-5, but doing part-time hours, and then also working on my own business like that. And that's why working remotely is so important to me, because then it gives me the ability to like live where I really want to live, but then it also gives me the ability to like, I'm already working at my job to make this money for this business, for this corporation I work for, but I'm also already at my desk to be able to work on my own business. So I really am working on going remote. It's gonna take me when the opportunity presents itself. You know, I do have to work for at least 6 months before I'm eligible to transfer. So right now I've been working for 4 months at this company. You said, I really don't eat candy, but I'm going to Hong Kong for the M&M almond candy bar. I seen you have a box immediately. Look, you need to go to Amazon. I feel like Amazon got everything. Amazon will ship you that candy bar. But yeah, I know exactly what candy bar you're talking about. I remember that day. I remember that day. Man, see, that's the thing about, you know, creating these memories and bringing you guys, like really being able to film these experiences and share them with you guys, because then it's like, it's an experience that we share. You know what I mean? It's like, instead of, you know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't have even thought about that thought, but you were able to bring that up. Like, that's so beautiful. See that? This is why, you know, every time I come live, it just reinforces, like, you guys remind me, like, this is why I go live. This is why I go live, because of these interactions like this. You guys really, like, literally inspire me to go on more. Yeah, you said, I know you enjoy living abroad. I really did. Look, you asked me how many countries I lived in. We're just gonna have to go down the list. So, like, the first country was the Philippines. I'm gonna count layovers as a country because I did touch on the land of that country. So I went to the Philippines, but on the way to the Philippines, I had a layover in Hong Kong. So it was really Hong Kong and then the Philippines. I was in the Philippines for a month. And then from the Philippines to Singapore, I was in Singapore for 9 days. From Singapore to Vietnam, I was in Vietnam for 11 days. Vietnam to Thailand, I was in Thailand for 2 months. And then from Thailand to Malaysia for 4 days. And then from Malaysia back to Thailand, because I was really living in Thailand. But in order to, their tourist visa is only for 35 days. So like some countries where it's like your tourist visa expires, you can just leave the country for like 24 hours or 48 hours, whatever requirement they have, and then go back to extend your visa. So I went from Thailand to Malaysia, and then back from Malaysia back to Thailand. And then from Thailand, I went to Japan on a layover. I was in Japan for 21 hours. And then from Japan, I went to the US. I came to the U.S. for my sister's graduation. I mean, I would count the U.S. as a country because that was the country I was in this year, or while I was traveling. So, and I went to the U.S., came for my sister's graduation, and then I actually came to San Francisco. I was in San Francisco. I was in the Bay for a month, and then from being back in the U.S., being back home, then I flew to Hong Kong, and then from Hong Kong to China, from China back to Hong Kong,
It's her B-Day.
from Hong Kong to then I went to the U.S. as a layover in Texas, and that was for like 1 day, and then from the U.S. in Texas, then flew to Argentina, and then while in Argentina, then I did do a short trip for my sister's birthday to babysit for her. So then from Argentina, I had a layover in Peru. That was such an amazing trip in Peru. That was so beautiful. Oh no, from Argentina, I went to Brazil. Oh, Sao Paulo. That was a beautiful trip. Oh my gosh. I went to Sao Paulo, and that was for like 20 hours. And then from Brazil to the U.S. to babysit for my sister for 2 weeks. And then I went back to Argentina where I lived for 6 months. And then while living in Argentina, oh yeah, and then on the way back from the U.S., also had a layover in Peru, which was one of my favorite countries. It was so beautiful. And then from Peru, I went back to Argentina, and then I stayed there for 6 months. During that 6 months, also went to Patagonia. So I went to southern Argentina, and then while in southern Argentina and traveling through Patagonia, I took a ferry through Chile. So I did go to Chile. And then 6 months in Argentina, from Argentina to Mexico for 2 months. And then also on the way from Argentina to Mexico, I had a layover in Panama. So it was 14 countries. That's crazy. 14 countries. I feel like, did I explain that good? You guys look what I got over here. Let me see. I got let me put this right here. Look, I got a little board. But yeah, it was 14 countries. Look, so now I can start writing. I feel like I can start writing. Look, that's gonna make so much easier. And then look, I can just have it sitting here where, oop. Well, I have it set up different ways, different times when we go live. But I'll sit on my desk right here. And then it's like when people join the live, you guys will just know what we're talking about because it'll be on the board. Okay, I love that. All right, let me read your comments. You said, you said, this is why I love living in BA because it felt like a simpler life, a lot less commercial, a lot less phony. Exactly. I feel like, you just say it so perfectly. You said you lived there for 6 months. So after living there, did you move back to where you're from, or did you continue traveling and go somewhere else? Like, for me, I feel like living abroad, it really disconnects you from the social construct of wherever you're from. And so it just allows you, because you know that it's like when you move abroad to another country, you just know that like, okay, I'm a guest here. And so you're not too like, you're not aware. It's like, you're not even aware of like all of the different social or political things that are trying to take your attention, trying to make you focus your attention on these things. And so it really leaves your mind to be a lot more free and just like experiencing the moment. And I feel like in the US, you know, all of those social, political, all of those headlines like that are like fighting for your attention. It's like when you're in the US, you have to be more intentional about not letting it consume you. All of these foreign thoughts. And so it's like, yeah, I feel like living abroad, it really is a lot more simpler. Yeah, you said you would, Anthony, you said you would count the US too. Yeah, I do, because, yeah, it's a country, you know, it's an experience. You're a real globetrotter. For real, I really am, and it's not over. I feel like life is going to continue. These experiences are going to continue to happen, and, like, I feel like even being here in the US, being in San Francisco, this really is a huge experience. Like, I want to share it with you guys. But the reality is that, yeah, I did have to settle in and just get adjusted to, like, how my life has changed so much in order to be I feel like I had to do that in order to be like authentic on camera. Because otherwise, it's like I feel like when I'm like stressed in my mind, then I just feel like it shows up on camera. Like I'm a lot more stiff, a lot less just comfortable. Like right now, I just feels like I'm here with you guys just vibing, like, you know. So I just feel like I had to take that time for myself to just like process like life, you know. You said, was it tough dealing with the different climates? It wasn't too bad, honestly, because I feel like the climates really, you know, the first 5, 6, 7, the first like 6 months of travel were all in Asia. Like the first half of my trip was in Asia, and it was like during Asia's warm season. So first half of traveling, it was just warm weather. Excuse me. It was just like warm weather, so it was like very easy to like pack, and then also getting around. I didn't have to worry about like umbrellas or like boots or like having a heavy clothes. But then I went from having all of this hot weather, sunny weather, island life, island life in the Philippines. I went from all of that to wintertime in Argentina. So Argentina, let me see. So Argentina, I got to Argentina in July. That's when we got to Argentina. And July, that's summertime in the US, but that's actually wintertime, the start of wintertime in Argentina. That's wintertime. So I went from hot weather to going to Argentina. That definitely was an adjustment. Like, it was cold. It went to like, it was like 50 degrees. It was like cold out there. Their winters are cold. They get like a lot of rain. They don't get a lot of rain, but when it does rain, it rains a lot. And it tends to storm. And a lot of people were sick when I did get to Buenos Aires. Then people were like, I feel like their wintertime, a lot of people get sick, it spreads. And then from Argentina, stayed here till the summertime, and then went to Mexico. And then in Mexico, it was warm. It was like by the water. It was like nice and warm. But it was, the nice thing about Mexico is that it gets super hot in Mexico. But the time that I was there, it was like a mid-time temperature. So it wasn't burning up. It was actually perfect weather out there. But yeah, when I was in South America, I did learn a lot of Spanish. Yo hablo español y poquito, pero yo necesito estudiar más español. I said, I do speak Spanish a little, but I need to learn more Spanish. But yeah, my Spanish has come a long way, but I do want to get a tutor so I can be fluent. You said, I'm curious how many bags, luggage you had with all this travel, LOL. You know what's crazy? I traveled with 2 bags. I had my backpack and I had my luggage. I just had 2 bags. I had my check bag and I had my backpack. So that's what I was saying was nice about when I was first traveling in Asia, because in Asia it was warm. So I didn't have to pack extra big, thick stuff. It was like I could actually pack like just thin clothes. It was actually not difficult. And then also I learned when I was traveling how to make different outfits with the same clothes. So like depending on the stuff you buy, you can use it as 2 things. Like you can use a strapless dress, you can use it as a skirt. Or like, yeah, you could like layer things so you can feel more warm, or just wear less layers when it's hotter. So it's like making different outfits with less clothes. Which actually, now that I'm back in the US, I have like so few clothes than I had before, because now I don't even need a lot of clothes. You can just change your outfit, you know what I mean, with the same clothes. You said, did you go to Machu Picchu? No, I haven't been to Machu Picchu before. That's definitely on my list. That's the thing. I feel like traveling before, since I was traveling without working, my traveling style was a lot different. So like before, I was traveling for longevity. I was traveling to be able to extend my time abroad as long as possible. So I didn't do a lot of like the most well-known experiences. I didn't do that. I would say like doing Patagonia was like the biggest like well-known experience to do, like doing Patagonia. Because like besides that, it was like I was just experiencing these countries, these cities, just like a local. So I wasn't doing, because the tourist attractions, most of them cost money. Some places they don't cost as expensive, and then sure, because there's a lot of experiences you can do that are free. So I was doing experiences that were just free, not so much like. But I feel like Machu Picchu, what might be expensive about that is like the flights to that area, and then also I feel like it would probably be the flights to that area, and maybe some of the hotels might be expensive. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I do want to do that. Yeah, a dream. You dream of seeing Patagonia. You would love Patagonia, and you want to see. You deserve to see Patagonia, Anthony. Like Patagonia, and just life in general. You deserve to live life. So if you really feel that in your heart, just believe it, and it will happen. Like the answer on how to do that will just come to you naturally. Like Patagonia was interesting because I saw all of the different landscapes that there can be. Like I saw desert, I saw ice, I saw glaciers, like I saw snow-capped mountains, I saw rivers, the ocean, and like valleys, and the forest. Like that was the thing about Patagonia, is like you were seeing all of the different like types of like terrain, but you just saw it. It was like, it was crazy. It's like one day it was snowing, and the next day you're in a deep canyon, just desert, and just a huge valley canyon, and then the next day you're like in the forest, or you're like on a river. Like that's crazy. Like that's so crazy. You know, I didn't even know that Patagonia, the logo on Patagonia, it's a mountain range. It's a little mountain range, and then under it says Patagonia. That's the logo for Patagonia. I didn't know that. I didn't know that Patagonia was a real place. Like before going to Argentina and like doing, I didn't even know that was a real place. That's so crazy. You still have ever been to Canada? No, I haven't been to Canada before because Canada is like, it's expensive. Canada is like Singapore. It's like traveling in the U.S. It's expensive. So like Canada is somewhere I would want to go once I have a remote job and like I have a steady income while I'm continuing to travel. Then Canada is something I would want to do. But like right now, the one of the ways I was able to travel for so long was traveling to countries where the American dollar is worth more. So like Thailand, like the Philippines, like Argentina, like Mexico, like Vietnam, Malaysia. These are all places where you can have a great experience, but like spend so much less than you would in Canada or Singapore or the US. You said 14 is a long list. I know 14 is a long list. I could even read that to myself. I was like a little bit shocked. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. You know, like, oh man, that just makes me feel so grateful. Like, I just feel so grateful and like, oh man, I just feel so like appreciative that I have been blessed to experience that. I've been going through some like withdrawals, like sometimes. Like, I'll just be out here in the US, it's like, am I really back here? Like, it's crazy. Because it was this year that I lived in Argentina this year, and I lived in Mexico this year. And so like, it's crazy because it just feels like it was so long ago. It feels like that was another lifetime. But that was just not that long ago. Like, see, this is what trips me out. I'm just really still processing, like, oh my goodness, like, and now I'm back here. And then it's like, you know, I don't want to compare the two experiences because both experiences are beautiful in their own way. You know, like, I am grateful to be here, to be able to get a job and to be able to like save up and like be able to build my channel, or like not have to worry about where my next meal is gonna come. Like, these are all things that I'm grateful for. And I have my own place. I'm so blessed to have this place where I can be safe and just have a place to call mine. Like, you know, so I feel like, yeah, this is what I've been just focusing on, this coming into this and making the most out of enjoying this chapter. The really the biggest adjustment is work. Working 5 days a week is just not something humans are meant to do. I don't think we're meant to work 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. I think that in nature, you would still have to work because you would have to like go out and hunt food, or you would have to tend to your home, making sure that it's safe, or whatever it is you do. But I don't think we are meant to be working and focusing our brain on these things that are outside of ourselves for such long periods of time. I don't think that our human brains are meant to do that. I think we're meant to have more time where our brains are just existing, where we're just having thoughts and we're just processing that thought, experiencing a thought through, from it coming to your mind to just thinking that thought through. I think we're meant to have more time of just experiencing time. And this corporate system really gets in the way of you doing that. It really does. You said 14 is a long list, smart things to do. You said where next, Christy? Yeah, right now, Sandra, welcome in. I feel like right now, you know, living in San Francisco, I know I'm not going to live here forever, but I don't know exactly how long I'm going to live here. I knew I would live here for at least 6 months, but I'm not sure how long in total I'm going to stay here for, because this is definitely not somewhere I ever plan to come here forever. Yeah, so I really just came here to get my foot in the door at this company, and then to be able to transfer within the company to a remote job. And so that's just what I've been working towards right now. But while I'm here, I actually really do like it here. Like, I don't know, I really do like it here too. Like, so I just want to make sure I'm enjoying and experiencing this chapter as much as I can. But it was hard, I gotta say, these first 4 months. Like I would love to be going outside and exploring San Francisco more, but I'm like moving my whole life back from living abroad, so it's taking me time to just move in and settle in, like to like establish my home and establish a routine here and adjust to this working so many hours, having to adjust to that while also prioritizing taking care of my health. And like now I feel like I'm at a place where I'm ready to like start exploring a little bit more outside of my house. A little bit more, because I'm feeling like a lot of the content I do right now is going to be coming from inside my house. I'm still going to do some content outside, but it's going to be a lot more like sit down videos with you guys too, like videos like this. You said when you were in Bangkok, did you accidentally try that yellow watermelon? I don't eat watermelon, but that looked good. That yellow watermelon? Are you talking about durian? Because I know there's like, I think durian is like one of their most well-known fruits out there. I think it's supposed to be like, it stings really bad or something. Are you talking about durian? Because I did like the durian was actually really good. I ate it, and then after a while I didn't like it anymore. But like when I first tried it, I thought it was okay. I wonder if you're talking about durian. Oh, you said, oh, that yellow watermelon. Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about in the YouTube short when I was at the grocery store. Oh yeah, I remember. And I was using that translator to translate the labels and to see how much things cost. I remember that. No, I didn't try that yellow watermelon. I should have tried that yellow watermelon. I wish you would have told me. You left a comment on the video like, try yellow watermelon, and then I would try it. You said, I would love to see all of those landscapes. Yeah, it was crazy because I didn't even realize in the moment until after I'm like, at the end, I was like reflecting like, oh my gosh, like all of these different landscapes, just all in a matter of days. Like, what a gift to be able to even get from point A to point B so fast. Imagine before, like, when we didn't have cars like we do now and people had to walk everywhere. Like, that's crazy. People were just walking through deep canyons, just no water. People were just like trekking through the snow. Like, that's crazy to think about. People were, imagine like you're just trekking on like a side of a mountain and you're just like on the edge of this mountain. Whoa, and you're carrying everything that you own. That's crazy. See, these are the things that like, I feel like we're meant to have thoughts like this, because then it makes you appreciate the life you live now, and it makes you like also see how far humans have come, reminding us how far we can go, and to really believe in like the ideas you get, because they can really come to reality if you really believe it. And we need to have time to explore those thoughts. Yeah, Sandra, you said US is strong against euro and British pound. Yeah, it's crazy. Is when I was living in the US, the dollar was just continuously getting stronger and stronger and stronger. They're the only country, the whole time I was traveling, the only country where the US dollar was continuing to get less strong in that country was Mexico. That was the only country. In Mexico, when I was living there, yeah, the US dollar was getting less and less strong. And honestly, I wasn't even mad at it. I'm like, go ahead. You guys deserve it. You guys are hardworking people. And like, I'm all for it. You deserve to have that going for you. You said you are very fortunate to see so much of the world. Anthony, honestly, I feel so grateful. Like, I feel like, you know, it's not something I take lightly. And I feel like it's something that we all deserve. And I feel like before I traveled, I had to believe that I deserved it. I had to believe that I deserved to experience that and that it would happen. And then that's why it happened. And that's why I'm saying it now, that it's going to continue to happen. This is a lifelong passion of mine. Traveling is going to continue to happen. And also fulfilling just my life purpose here. And like creating my community and like building up my YouTube. These are things that are going to continue to happen. And even this chapter in life where I needed to just slow down and just be within myself. I haven't been able to create content like I would like. That's part of that life journey of continuing to travel, continuing to create content. Like, this is all part of it. Sandra, you said, girl, remember me? Are you in SF or East Bay? Sandra, I think I remember you, but I wonder if you changed your profile picture. I feel like, I was like, let me look right here. But yeah, I wonder if you said, so you did change your profile picture. I wonder what it was before. See, I feel like profile pictures and then also like names is how I remember people, but the profile pictures help me remember. You said still listening until I fall asleep. I have to get up early. Look, I appreciate you just hanging out and listening. You know, I have to get up early too. So like what I've been doing, you guys, is that I'll wake up at 5:40. That's when my alarm will go off. But I don't get up right away. I'll usually just like, because I don't like spending my first moments of the day as soon as I wake up getting ready for work. I don't want to spend my first energy of the day on something outside of my house, of my life. So I'll set my alarm early at 5:40 just so I can take my time and just reflect, think, pray, like just like starting the day slow. And then I'll get up around like 6 or 6:15 or 6:30. If I really would want to, I can get up at 6:50 and I'll be fine getting ready. But I usually wake up. I'm not getting up at 5:40. I wake up at 5:40. And then I have work at 8 o'clock. And then I get up at 4:30. So 8 to 4:30, Monday through Friday, guys. Whew. It's a thing, but yeah, I just can't wait to work from home, you guys. I really can't wait till I work from home. And it's coming. It is coming. And I'm grateful for, I feel like the fact that I don't have it right now is just going to make me that much more appreciative of that experience when I do get it. So I'm just reminding myself that, because going to work is just not my favorite. That's not what I'm passionate about. Like, I'm not passionate about going into corporate America. Like, I really can't wait to work from home. Like, that is going to be such a blessing. Robert, you said, it's crazy. I was just looking at right-sided car on Facebook Marketplace. Then I see your Tesla video. What? Just now? Did you just see it right now? Or is that how you found my channel? Wait a minute. That's crazy. You know, Facebook Marketplace is a good place where you can make some money too. I think it depends on like where you live, if people use Facebook Marketplace a lot. But like, you can get things on Facebook Marketplace for free or like for a good price, and then you don't have to do anything to the product. You can just resell it for what it's actually worth and just get more. So you can get something, especially when people are moving, a lot of times they'll just give things away for free just to get rid of it. And then you can post it for what it's actually worth and get paid. Sandra, you said, yes, I'm 17, that pic. Shelby. Oh, yeah, Sandra, I remember you from Shelby. Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me. Oh my gosh, I do remember that. We met at Shelby's wedding. Oh my gosh, you're supporting me. I appreciate you so much. Aw, that means a lot. I appreciate that so much. You said I'm still hanging out listening. Yeah, Anthony, I really appreciate it. Like honestly, you can just let it play and just listen. Like I appreciate you commenting because that helps me a lot. But also just like relax. Like I completely get it. You said what kind of work is it? So the work I do is I do healthcare administration. So I work in a cardiology clinic, and what I do is I will do the scheduling for patients. So like when a patient comes in to see their cardiologist, so like their cardiology like is the study of the heart. So like when a patient comes in to see the doctor, and then say a doctor says like, okay, I want you to come in for another appointment in 6 months, and I also want you to get this test on your heart before your next appointment. I'm the person who will go in and I'll schedule your next appointment with the doctor, and I'll also schedule your test, your heart test. Or if I don't, or if the test is something that's outside of my department, then I can just give you the information, the phone number to schedule. And then I also work with insurance. So like I I will have to call the insurance company and I'll get authorization for that appointment or for that test. So like when a doctor says like, "Oh, I want you to get this appointment and I want you to get this testing done," those are referrals. Like he's giving you a referral. He's saying like, I think I refer you to get another appointment. I refer you to get this medical treatment. And so then that referral goes to insurance, a patient's healthcare insurance, and then that insurance has to either say yes or no. And I think it's just so bizarre how the health insurance works, because you're telling me you pay this company your money and then they tell you what healthcare you can access and what healthcare you can't. If I'm paying you my money, I should get access to all healthcare treatments. Like who, and if not, then I should be able to negotiate. Like I should be able to negotiate like, okay, I'm going to pay you this money. These are the health concerns that I have, so I want to make sure that in my healthcare policy I have access to blank blank blank. Just the way healthcare is just set up in the US is just crazy. So yeah, I've been really learning and like navigating health insurance. I've been learning about health insurance and how that really looks in regards to patients getting appointments and having access to treatments that they need. So that's what I do. I do healthcare scheduling appointments and healthcare insurance authorization. So getting authorization for appointments. So it's been teaching me how to navigate insurance, like as someone who is, I'm a person too, so I have my own health insurance, my own health experiences. So like it's been teaching me how to navigate insurance and like making me more aware of like how when you do go to the doctor, you gotta know what questions to ask, how to talk to them to be able to get them to order the test that you want. And then even for the testing, like your doctor has to know, like based on why they said you should get a test, insurance can deny it or not. So it's like, okay, if you do order a test and the insurance denies it, you got to call insurance and see why did you deny it. Oh, this is because they only approve this procedure if the doctor says this or this. So then you have to go back to the doctor and say, oh, you need to change the wording so it can get approved. Crazy. But at least I'm learning like how to do that. You said I work from 6:30 to 6. So you do 12s? I wonder if you work, you don't have to respond right now because I know you're going to sleep, but like I wonder if you work, since you work 12-hour shifts, you only work 3 days a week? Because before my last job, before I started traveling, I was doing 3 12s and I only worked 3 days a week. And that is what I would prefer. Like working 3 days a week is a lot more up my alley. I love 3 12s. I would love to do it again. This whole 8 hours, 5 days a week is just not for me. I need more days where I'm not thinking about this job. I need that, and so that's what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna have that. So I'm gonna speak it into existence because it's really coming for me. Yeah, you said I seen it watching your shorts. Yeah, look, I feel like you see, you're inspiring me to make more shorts. Okay, this is what I need. And look, I hope you guys are really ready though. Like these shorts are really coming because my place is really coming together so well. Like that, and that's what I want. I want to be able to just come on live. I want to be able to just come when I'm ready to make a video, just turn the camera on and just hit record, just start. And so my place is really just coming together where like it's set up, it's time. And just even me, like where I am in life, I'm ready to like be on the camera and just be with you guys and like I don't know, I feel excited. I feel really excited. It's just time. You said, is that through John Muir? No, I don't work with John Muir. But John Muir is like, yeah, there's like, John Muir is a healthcare company. Just like Kaiser, just like Stanford, UCSF, like Aetna, Blue Shield, all these different, because there's like healthcare insurance, but then there's like a healthcare company where it'll provide healthcare, but then they'll also have their own healthcare insurance. So like Kaiser, like I said, or John Muir. You said, yes, insurance has never seen you and they deny you and your doctor says you need it. Exactly. There's really something critically wrong with the US in so many ways. And one example is our healthcare insurance. The way that healthcare insurance is set up really is a scam. It really is a scam. And like even the doctors themselves, the doctors have been scammed because the health industry is set up in a way where doctors cannot afford to have their own practice anymore. That's why most doctors now, they work for a company. Doctors used to be their own boss. They would make house visits. They would just have their own practice. But the way things are set up, doctors can't afford to have their own practice anymore. So the doctors aren't winning out. The doctors have to like, they have a lot of things that they're being held to that is like they don't want to do those things, but they have to in order to work for this company. So like the doctors aren't getting a benefit, the employees aren't getting the benefit, the patients are losing out. And these are all reasons why I traveled. See? I was thinking about that today, how like I feel like I've never felt at home in the US. I'm looking for it, but I haven't found a place in the US where I feel at home, where I feel like I could really settle down here and be happy. Like I haven't found that yet. But living abroad, I have experienced that feeling where I'm like, I could really see myself living abroad and just really being happy. But the only thing that makes me hesitant for that is just like my family. Like my family is in the US. So it's like, what I really see for myself would be like having a property. Like I could have a property in the US that I come back to, or I could have a property abroad that I come back to, or both. But just like having it set up where I have a life in the US where I come and I spend time and I'm with my family, but then also having a life in a country where I feel happy, where I feel like this place allows me to grow and be the best version of myself. And like so far I've only found that abroad, but maybe I'll find that in the US at some point. I just haven't found it yet. You said it's crazy, but believe it or not, Wall Street made those rules and it started Switzerland. It's a long story. Robert, can you explain what you mean? It's crazy, but believe it or not, Wall Street made those rules and started. You're saying Wall Street made the rule of the 9 to 5, working 5 days a week, or what? Because I'm very curious what you're talking about. You said, and this is part of what increases medical costs. This is what increases medical costs when people can't get the preventative care that they need to stay healthy. When people aren't getting the preventative education that they need to prevent taking medication for lifelong. Yeah, because anything that's lifelong, procedure or medication wise, that's money. And the thing is that medical costs, even though medical costs are a problem for everyone, it's a problem for everyone except for insurance companies. Medical costs means money for insurance. So these medical costs are continuing to happen on purpose and it only benefits the insurance companies. But since they're the ones in charge of everything, it's like they're just controlling all of it. It's crazy because it's like I'm working this job. I got my degree in healthcare. My degree was in health science. So like I'm working in my field, but it's like, yeah, this isn't what I'm passionate about. Because again, by the time you go through the corporate avenue, corporate America, it's like what it really looks like is not what you're passionate about. It's a version of it. You said, nope, 5 days 1 week and 6 days the next week. Oh my goodness, you're so hardworking. I feel like men are just always like that. Like you're doing 12-hour weeks, 12-hour days, but you'll still go in 5 or 6 days a week because you're like, I'm gonna just get this money. I'm over here complaining about 8 hours, 5 days a week. I'm like, I can't do it. I'm like, look, I can't do it. I'm trying to do. I personally, I would be willing to do 3 5-hour shifts. I would be willing to do 3 8-hour shifts. So 8 hours a day, but only 3 days a week. I would be willing to do that. Or I would be willing to do 3 12s. Or I would be willing to work 5 days a week from my home, but that would still only be temporary. I can't see myself working 5 days a week for another company forever. I can't do it. Sandra, you said Sutter Health. I haven't heard the system in New Zealand is better. Yeah, I've heard the system in New Zealand is good. Did I hear that Australia was good? I did hear that New Zealand was really good. Apparently in Guatemala, the healthcare insurance is really good. In Mexico. But not here. Jasmine, thank you so much for being here. I love you so much, Jasmine. Look, at least you coming in and supporting me. I appreciate you so much. You say your beauty is unmatched from the inside and out, your knowledge, your experience, and the way you are willing to share. Thank you so much. That means so much. You know, I feel like being on YouTube with you guys, I don't know, this is like healing for me. I don't know. I feel like Jasmine, you know me in real life, and I feel like I'm very reserved and like, I don't know, I'm very reserved and I'm very considerate of like other people and other people's feelings and just like other people's experience. I want them to have a good experience too. And so I feel like having my YouTube is, for me, it's like a digital diary. Like it's somewhere where I can just like, you know, talk about the things I want to talk about and like just share my opinions and like, you know, share life through my perspective. And for me, being able to do that is very healing. For me to just be able to be my true self, to just show up as my true self. And like, I'm not trying to convince anyone or prove anything. I'm just like, you know, sharing my perspective on things. Sandra, you said gotta go, but great to see you live. Sandra, thank you for tuning in. Like, thank you for reminding me who you were too. I know I haven't been on here, so just like, I haven't been on here, so you know what I mean? It's just been so much time, but I will be coming back just because, you know, I love it here. I love talking to you guys. And as life changes, yeah, sometimes it's going to take me away, but just know that I'm always going to come back. And I really do appreciate you guys just showing up and hanging out with me. Like, it really does mean a lot to me. And every time I come back, you guys remind me exactly why I came back and like what's so special about being on here. I just love it so much. You said no with medicine and medical system, how it's all ran through those healthcare industry scams. It really is. That, oh, you said that came from Wall Street. I could totally see that. Because this whole thing is just like, it's a scam. Why there should not be a industry based on health. Health should not be an industry. Health should just be like that. It should be advocacy. Like health should just be free. It should just be an available resource. Yeah, like, and it's even made its way into our food. Like, food is supposed to, the way that you're really supposed to heal yourself is through food, the way you eat. That's how you heal. That's how you do anything. That's the thing, is like, a lot of people, they'll go and they'll get procedures or surgery for things. But a lot of things you can actually, like, if there's something you want to improve about yourself or there's something that you want to change or add or take away, you can do a lot of that through the way you eat. Through the things you find in nature, through the things you can put on your skin. It's not even about having to put it in, eating it. It's also just like putting it on your skin and stuff. And it's like, but we just lost such a connection to natural healing and natural essence. But that's on purpose through industry, yeah. You said I actually want to go to Australia. They say that's the best place to be when all those countries nuke each other. Look, I don't know, because you know who has been talking about those nukes? Russia, China. And I'm just saying, being in California is the closest coast to Asia. I'm just like, whoa, this feels like the wrong location to be. Feels like the wrong location to be. But yeah, I've been on here for over an hour. I love that so much. I love that so much. It's 7:30. See, this is exactly like where I'm meant to be. It's really where I'm meant to be. And I just want to say thank you guys for being so patient with me, like genuinely. I've just been going through life. I've just been experiencing and just growing. I've just been growing, you know. I've just been progressing in life, and it's been taking an adjustment for me, and that's okay, you know. And like I said before, like being on camera, and it's like, I don't know, I feel like I had to go through that in order to come back on camera and continue to show up as myself, my full authentic self. Because yeah, I feel like when I'm like struggling with things, or not even, it doesn't have to be struggling, but say I'm still processing things, I feel like it shows on the camera. Like I'll be less uncomfortable, more like stiff, like, you know. And it just doesn't work. That doesn't work. So it's like I have to respect my journey and give myself that grace when I need it. You said it's a documentary about all the pharmaceutical companies and their practices and how Wall Street controls it. It's very interesting. What is the name of it, and like what platform is it? Because honestly, I'll be willing to play that right now. Because right now I am thinking, let's see, I need to get ready for the week. So I already did my hair. I already washed my hair. But I feel like, should I replace my nails? I feel like I should replace my nails. Or should I leave these nails on and just fix the two that came off? So far, two of them came. That's the only thing I actually need to do right now. Because I already did my hair, my lashes, and like, I already cleaned my house. So I feel like I just need to fix these two nails. And then that's it. You said it's 10:30 in Florida. Yeah, it's 7:35 here. Wow, it's so early. That's actually one of the benefits of it being dark, is like, since it's dark so early, it kind of gets people inside and settled earlier. So then you kind of look at the time and you're like, oh wow, it's like I've been home for a while and it's dark, but it's actually only this time. That is nice. But like, it's nice except for the times when you have to be outside and it's already dark. Like going to the gym now, it's dark when I get off of work. Like I literally get off at 4:30, and if it's raining, it'll just be dark. It'll look dark already. But yeah, this is my little whiteboard I'm gonna start using. And like I was saying earlier in the live, that sometimes my camera will be set up like different ways. You're gonna have different views. But yeah, look, I got this little stand. So like when people come into the live, sometimes I'll just have it set up. Like say it was set up right here. But yeah, it'll be set up different ways sometimes. And then people can just see like, oh, okay, this is what we're talking about. But right now it says live, going live. It says live, nourish, create. And that's just my vibe right now. Live, nourish, create. That's just my vibe, yeah. And I feel like right now I've just been in the aspect of just like living my life, you know, continuing this journey, and then nourishing myself, and just like, I don't know, that's all I could do right now with this big transition. It's like all I could do is just nourish myself and take care of myself and be patient, and then create, you know, because creating is what I feel like what we're meant to do. I feel like we're meant to create. Yeah, we are meant to create. But yeah, this is my little sign. But yeah, you said you have the perfect aura for this. Actually, you have a narrator voice. I feel like I do, huh? I'm like articulating so clearly. I'm like, and then I could just listen to you talk, LOL. But you should trademark that LNC, live, nourish, create. Oh my gosh, huh? I should I don't know. See, there's just so many things that I want to do, that I need to do, and I just need to do it. You know what I'm saying? I just said there's so many things that I need to do, that I want to do, and I just need to do it. Let me see. Let me see. I feel like I should trademark that. Live, nourish, create. Live, nourish, create. I feel like I need to write that down. I feel like my life is like the things that I want to do in life. When I write them down, then I just feel like that's a part of them becoming a reality. Like the months when I use a planner, I just a lot more things actually, I progress in the things that I want to do. Like I actually get things done. In the months where I'm not really using my planner, it's not so much that I'm not progressing. It's more of just like those months tend to be months when I'm more grounded and just like nourishing myself. Cause like I can literally look at my calendar and just see the months where like, yeah, like that month. Whoa, look at this month. I use this calendar a lot. I was using it a lot. And then let's see the next one. I think the next one I didn't. Ooh, then in August I didn't use it once. What? What? See, look, I feel like that's when I stopped uploading. Shoot, because I was like, all I could do was hold on. I was like, I gotta get up again. I gotta go to work again. Oh my gosh. See, I need to stop it. Okay. Live, nourish, create really stands out. Seriously, live, nourish, create. See, I don't know. I feel like sometimes these things come into mind and then you just gotta be able to write it down. Live, nourish, create. That is something that I would love to like. I don't know. I feel like small logos, like one word phrases, I feel like those really come out. I feel like they stand out more. Like you really just like process that. Like I love like one word things. Yeah, like live, nourish, create. Just like one words. But yeah, I just need to spend time at my desk. Yeah, I think that this is where it's at. Interview reflection. I don't know. I feel like writing things down is so important. It really is. But I feel like now that it is December, wow, you guys, today is December 1st. Nourish, you said I love the nourish. You know, like even talking about like live, nourish, create, talking about nourish, like the end of the year. I think this is so beautiful because today, again, like I was just saying, is December 1st. I just feel like this time of the year is a time for a reflection. Like it's a time for just really appreciating how far you've come and everything that you've gotten through and like just like continuing on your path, like because it's a continuation. It's December is like the end of a year, but it's also the beginning of the new year. You're coming into a continuation of where you're going in life, and I feel like it's so important in November and December to just take time to reflect on the year and like everything that has worked out for you and like things that are still unfolding, and then to prioritize and like with intention, set your intentions as you go forward in life. So I really think that's gonna be like the flavor for December. The flavor and the tone for December is really just like gratefulness, a grateful heart, and an open heart to what nature will bring. I think that is what this month is gonna be about, and I think that's what it should be about. And it's like, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm like setting the intention out that side with you guys. I'm like, that's actually exactly what this is about right now. I feel like I should write that down. Intention setting. Ooh, intention set. Intention setting. Okay, I gotta add something to the board so that when I'm sitting here, I can be reminded of that. That's one reason I want the board too, is like when I get thoughts like this, I can just see that thought, and it'll remind me to, continue thinking that thought through. So like right now, intention setting, I feel like that's gonna be the tone for December. Just like December is the rest of the year, so for the rest of the year, intention setting. Ooh, that's beautiful. Yeah, intention setting. Yeah, so I just added intention setting right here. Ooh, so now, you know what I want? I need a different color marker. I feel like I work well when I can work with two different colors when I'm writing things out. So, yeah, I feel like now I need a different color. Yeah. I'm gonna set that right here. Intention setting. Yeah, I think that's definitely what I'm gonna be doing. I think I need to start spending like you said thanks Jasmine for the correct spelling. I thought I was spelling it wrong. Oh yeah. No, I saw that you spelled it wrong, but then I was like, oh, maybe it's autocorrect or something, because autocorrect will mess us up. You said December is wicked in Cleveland right now. I'm sick of the snow already. Yeah, you know, I really have been wanting to go snowboarding. I don't know. I really wanted to go see snow and just be snowboarding one time, you know, but you know, I don't know if that's gonna happen this year. I don't know if that's the vibe this year, but I've been thinking about the snow a lot. But yeah, I think in December or like during the cold months, we spend more time in the house. So I feel like that's something I was thinking about last week, like before Thanksgiving. I was like thinking about like now that cold temperatures are here, we're naturally gonna spend more time in the house. I'm just gonna like be intentional about like thinking of things I want to do in the house. Like what are activities? What are things I want to do? How do I want to spend my time now that I'm in the house? Because I'll be honest with you, I will go on TikTok. I will watch TikToks. I'll do that. So like, I don't want to do that. I want to go live with you guys. I want to make YouTube videos. I want to set intentions and I want to plan. I want to like do some like coloring. I want to like paint. Like, I want to like put on music videos and watch old music videos from like the 90s. I want to like put on songs with the lyrics on the screen and just sing songs. Like, just like think of things I want to do in the house to like experience being in my house, not just being online. You know what I mean? Or if I am online, it's like I'm online with you guys. We're hanging out. So yeah, I've been thinking just like setting intention for like what am I gonna do with this time in the house. What I need to do is I need to dedicate 1 hour daily to setting my intentions as I go into this new year, and 1 hour, and then so in that 1 hour is setting my intentions for what I want to do into the year, or just like where this next, how you ask, you know, what's next for Christy, like really sitting on like what's next for that. And then within that hour, that hour is also allocated to creating that as a reality. I feel like I should write that down. Like just 1 hour, because I just feel like right now I haven't even been able to spend that 1 hour going live or spend that 1 hour, you know, creating content, or because I really had to adjust to life. Like, but now it really is that time. It's the time to be at my desk and to like do that, to do something for myself. Okay, turning intentions into reality. There you go. Dedicate 1 hour. Intention setting. 1 hour. Okay. Yeah, you guys just helped me to set that intention right here. Dedicate 1 hour. 1 hour. To you. Ooh, yeah, that's good. Ooh, okay, so I said dedicate 1 hour to intention setting, and then also just creating life into a reality. Those intentions into a reality. So yeah, that's why I like this board too, because I can just set these down, and then now I'm gonna see that whenever I sit at my desk. See, now whenever I sit at my desk. I think what I'm gonna do now, yeah, is do my self-care. I need to do my nails. And I've been watching Living Single. That show is so good. Like, Living Single, I feel like Living Single should have a different title. I don't like that it's called Living Single because I feel like it stops a lot of people from watching it. Because it's like, Living Single is not just about these young black people living single. Like, that title is so misleading. The reason I actually started watching Living Single is because I learned that Living Single is what inspired the show Friends. They got the whole concept for Friends from Living Single. And I liked Friends, so I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Let me give Living Single its credit. I don't know if you guys have heard of Living Single, because I feel like you have. But like, Living Single is about more than just living single. It's about these young black people finding success and navigating friendship and navigating life in New York. Like, one guy, he's a investment broker. One girl, she's a lawyer. One girl, Queen Latifah owns a black magazine. Like, people need to watch Living Single. You say you like Living Single too? Yes. I don't know. I feel like it's such a good show. That show should be called Vibes, or should just be called, like, what's a cool way to say Friends? Because that's what it's about. It's just about young people navigating life and just like, it's just like a positive example. Like, it's a good show. You said, I just assumed it was a typo. Yeah. You say, hey, Christy and everyone. Hey, Tamika, welcome in. I appreciate you. You said you killed it with those white boots, though. What white boots? Oh, you're talking about, oh, yeah, you're talking about when I went to EDC? Oh, yeah, look, those were cute. Look, when I went to EDC, that was such a fun experience. You know, I recorded a whole vlog. From EDC. I need to do my EDC vlog. Oh my gosh, I need to upload that. But first, before I post that, because that's like a random video. So it's like, before I post that, I feel like I need to do other videos that are more like in line with my channel. So then, I'll tell you guys that video is coming. So then when I post that video, it was like, okay, like, you just say that video is coming. But I did a whole EDC vlog, which is like an event that happens in Vegas. It's like a 3-day music festival. Tamika said, hey, Anthony, I like Living Single too, right? Tamika, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. You said Living Single is a classic. The one guy is actually from the city. I forget his name. The bald head guy. Oh, he's actually from... Oh, what? He's actually from Cleveland? Oh, yeah. Why can't I remember his name right now? But, yeah, he's from Cleveland. You know what's crazy? Because on the first season, he actually had hair. And then one episode, he just, like, shaved off his hair, and then he just never went back. I thought that was so interesting. I was like, what? That's so random. Like, they introduced him with hair, and then he's like, okay. He's like, it's receding. Let me take it off. I didn't even notice that it was receding or anything. This one episode, it was just, he just shaved it off. You said, keep your head up. That's right. Whenever life gets tough, you gotta fight. This is the truth, Jasmine. You really gotta, like, life is gonna get tough, and you just gotta ride it out. Love that show. You love that show? Oh my gosh, so you guys know the vibes. See, look, that's what I be watching. Look, this is what I be doing. It's so funny, because I feel like people are just like, Christy, you know, are young, you ain't got no kids. Look, I'm not married. They just be like, what do you do all day? And it's like, I do the most simplest stuff. Look, let me see. You says Hulu. Let me see. I'm like, should I put on Living Single right now? Because that's what I be doing. But yeah, people be wondering, like, what do you be doing all day? And it's like, the same stuff you do. We all do the same stuff. We just don't even realize it. Like, I don't know. I feel like life was, I don't know. I feel like the most fulfilling things in life are the things that you do every day. You just have to make it to where you enjoy doing those things every day. It's not the big grand moments. Because, yeah, I'm really for sure about to play that. Oh, you said that that's the theme song? Not me not knowing the theme song. I'm sick. Max was actually really funny. I'm singing it. You know, I feel like the way they did Max was messed up. I don't like it. I feel like Max, that's the girl, that's the dark-skinned girl. Why do they have to make Max so, like, difficult? They made her character so difficult. And I'm like, why do they have to do that to Max? Like, why do they have to do that to the dark-skinned black girl? Because, like, I feel like she liked Kyle. Because Kyle was the dark-skinned black guy, right? And, like, she likes him. I don't even understand, but clearly she's been going through things in her own life. But, like, they made her at the beginning of the series, I feel like she was a lot more just like, she was funny and she would give people a hard time, but like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, that's her character. But then later, as the show progressed, she just got a lot more like difficult, and like she's became like her character was like difficult. And I'm like, don't be trying to put that on dark skinned black women. Like, the only one dark skinned black girl on there, she has to have that personality where she's like, just like not pleasant to be around. Because I'm like, you gotta recognize people really take TV shows and media as reality. Okay, so how many TV shows do we have with young, successful black people navigating life and just being young and not just having to deal with struggles? So, like, yeah, this is an important representation. There's not many like it. So, you have to realize that the way you show people, people are really going to take that as a reality. So, when people say things like, oh, dark skinned women are aggressive or any of these things, it's like, no, you just saw one show, you saw a movie, and they depicted the black girl like that. And since you don't have experiences with dark skinned black women in your day-to-day life, you took that as reality. And it's like, no, that is just one girl. And there are, of course, people with that personality, but there's people with so many other personalities too. I would say maybe I'm reading too much into it, but I'm not. I'm just saying because, you know what I'm saying? I watched the shows. So I'm just saying, when I watched the different shows from the 90s, and I'm seeing these common trend that this is how you're making these characters, this is how you're making these characters, you're writing them in like that, you're making the actors stand on camera and act like this, and all the shows and movies are selling, they're all selling this same like commentary. So people are gonna believe it. So yeah, I'm not trying to read too much into it, but I'm just saying, I'm like, don't do my girl math like that. She could be all sweet and chill, because, you know, why can't she be sweet and chill? Like how, what's her name was, the other girl with the braids. You know, the writers did that to her character. They did do that to her character. And there's so many other movies, you watch them. You know what's crazy? Yeah, you watch so many other movies, you watch them, and then they do that same thing. But a lot of these movies and these shows from the 90s and stuff, when you really watch them, you be like, oh my gosh, these characters are crazy. Like, a lot of these cult classics, they are crazy. Like the way that like Waiting to Exhale, every character was crazy. Like, they're not like bad people, but I'm just saying that their characters were crazy. That they're like, I'm just like, hey, don't act like that in real life. Like, I'm just like, don't make these decisions like these women are making them, because these are crazy decisions. Like, what the heck? But yeah, a lot of these movies are like that. I want to do that. Like, too bad I can't like play movies on here with you guys, because they would for sure copyright that. You said same thing they did to Pam and Martin. I know, like, you know, I think Pam and Martin, I think in the show, if Pam and Martin would have been together, like if they would have been the couple, the show would have been totally different, and it would have been so funny, because she was funny, and I feel like she was able to, like, the jokes that they would have, but I feel like they did it as a couple, and it was like cute play fighting, not more like that. Like, that would have been a cute show too. I think Martin in general is a good show, but yeah, I think that would have been a cute show too, with Pam and Martin, and just showing like that dark skin love, just like that black love like that. Dang, that would have been such a cute show. It would have been more cute and a good show, because right now Martin is just like it's a funny show, but you wouldn't say it's like a cute show, but it's like Martin with Pam as his girlfriend. That would have been a great show. You said one show I never watched was Different World. My brother and sisters used to love that show. Different World. Should I watch it? Are you saying you didn't watch it because you didn't like it? Or like, why didn't you watch it? Because should I watch that? Because one thing I'll do is I'm going to watch me something from the 90s. I feel like growing up, we never went to the movies. And like, you know, movies were just expensive. And look, if you got 5 kids, going to the movies is expensive. So we never went to the movies. And we didn't have cable. So one of my favorite. I think I feel lucky because now I have all of these shows and movies from the 80s and 90s that I get to watch now for free, or I can just watch the whole series and I have to wait every week. So, if that's a good recommendation, let me know because I'll for sure watch it. You said I just didn't know anything about it. I just remember them watching it. Yeah, I wonder if that means it's not good or if it is good. Some shows, I feel like you just don't get into it. Like, some shows, you just grow up around it, but it's just like, nah, I don't really care. And then you can watch it later, and then it's really good. Or you can try to watch it later, and it's not that good. But, yeah, you guys, I think I'm going to go right now, and then I'm just going to come back and go live with you guys. I'm just going to have to, like, I feel like I'm not the best at, like, setting a time to go live. It's just better if I just go on. But honestly and truly, you know, I'm back, you know? I feel so grateful to be here too. And like, I just want to say thank you so much for being patient with me. Like, thank you for, you know, I go live and you guys come and hang out with me and like inspiring me. Oh, it's crazy. You guys do not know how much you inspire me. I needed this. I didn't even realize how much I needed this, even though I knew I needed it. I wish I could go live at work, but like, I can't go live at work. See, it's not that I don't want to do it. I'm just be like, the time, when is the time to do it? And I think it's just after work. I just have to do it after work. You said, take care, PC. Thank you so much. You're still here, just hanging out. I appreciate that so much. See? Okay, I'm going to be back, you guys. I hope you have a great night. And I'll see you guys in the next live. And if not, I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Good night. Good night. You said, catch you later, pretty lady. Happy you back. Thank you so much. See you later.